One love to the humble. One love to the humble. One love to the humble. How y'all doing out there? Hope y'all doing well. Hey, look, the nighttime edition, as you can see, is getting dark. First time I made it. No, it's not. But anyway, what I'm going to talk about today is something that I find fascinating. And I used to be a part of that. I was doing the same things. I was just like most black people out here right now. I was doing the same things. I saw it the same way. But, you know, I was able to get out of it. And I want other black people to be able to get out of it as well. Right? Because it's a dangerous thing to be trapped inside of a group mindset. Because that means when the group go down, you go down with the group. And that's not how you want to be. You want to be an individual working for a greater cause, but you don't want to necessarily be a part of the group. You know what I'm saying? Because when you become a part of the group, you become trapped. And then you get the group think, and then you no longer have any agency over your thoughts. You're going to automatically think as the group thinks. And a lot of the groups that we get in as black people ain't to our benefit. It's to our detriment. That's what I want to talk about today, because it's like this right here. Black people have to be led. That's not my thoughts. That's just what I see. Black people have to be led, because black people cannot seem to think on their own. If they don't have a leader, if they don't have somebody telling them what to do, telling them what to think, then there's going to be nothing. They would be lost without it. It seems that ever since, I believe, the 60s, from just looking at, progression from the 60s to now, that's how it's always been. We've always been given a leader. We've always been told that this is the person we have to follow. But my question to you is, show me a white leader. Show me a white leader. Excuse me. Keep shaking the camera. Sorry about that. Show me a white leader. Show me an Asian leader. Show me the Asian leader. Show me the Hispanic leader. Who are they? Point them to me. I don't know who they are. Show them to me. Show me all these leaders over there for them. All I see is that we have all the leaders. Maybe it's because I'm black. I just don't see other leaders. But show me where our leaders are. I mean, show me where their leaders are. I see the leaders so-called leaders that we have in the black community. I want to see the leaders outside of there, because it seems like if they do have them, their leaders seem to be leading them the right way, because we don't seem to hear them having as many issues as we are having over here with our leaders. You would think that since we've been having leaders since the civil rights days, and look where we are today. Something's wrong with that picture. But black people must have a leader, or else they're not going to know what to do with themselves. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to politics, when it comes to voting, they have to have a leader. They'll bring in the person that's supposed to represent. They know that that's going to get you moving. They bring out the rappers, because they know we love some rappers. That's our gods. We worship them, and whatever they say, we're going to do. That's how they get in with us. They don't have to give us real leadership. They can just give us something that they say this our leaders, and then we go for it, because it seems like to me they think we're just stupid, and most of the time we prove them correct, because they don't need any policy. They don't need to tell us anything. They can tell us blatantly to our face what's gonna happen. And guess what? They bring out our favorite celebrity. Oh, they cool now because they're our favorite celebrity. This lady Kamala told everybody that she's not black. She said it many times. Not like she didn't come out and say I'm not black, but she been on shows. She been on. You see the videos floating around. She said she wasn't. But they still like, nah, we still down with this. That's that group think, because you can't think. See, in the black community, you have to think like the group. If you think outside the group, you are now considered an enemy. You are now considered an Uncle Tom. You're not considered all the negative names they can think of if you think for yourself. They don't like for you to think for yourself. You can't think for yourself. No. If find out you're thinking for yourself, you're in trouble. Just like, remember, you ever seen the movies, the plantation movies, slave movies, where you had that one person who always tried to break away, and they tell you, hey, no, don't you do that. It's the same concept. Telling you not to think for yourself. Telling you not to break away. They try to keep you back, and if you break away, oh no, you can't. You ain't part of the group no more. You're a sellout now because you decided this ain't for me. But they always put these leaders up in front of us. Now, you would say, well, where are the successful black people? Why they don't use them as leaders? Oh no, they make you hate them. Like, some people don't even know who Larry Elder is. But if you watch them on the Breakfast Club, they make you hate him. Because talking like he talk is going to get you hated by the black community. Because black community, the leaders we have teach us how to be victims. So we stay with those type of leaders. But the leaders that tell us how to break free, we hate those leaders. They tell us that we shouldn't like them leaders. You know, you got the leaders over here saying, don't go with them, don't talk to them, they'll sell out, they this, they that. So like, we gotta stay at the bottom. We gotta stay professional victims. We can't break away from that and be an individual. No, we gotta stay with the collective group. Because people, if you say, hey, I'm not following that anymore, they're gonna say to you, oh, you acting like you're not black. Well, you acting like you don't remember where you come from. They'll say something to you like that because they following what their leader told them. They didn't think that for themselves. Just like when Benjamin Crump did an interview talking about the man who shot Sonia Massey. Benjamin Crump said he was a 6 foot, I forgot his height. He's a 6'5", 230-pound man. That's what he said. That's how he described him. I saw a comment where a black lady, she said that same thing. She said, well, how is she supposed to do anything versus that 6'5", because she heard him say it. He told her that's like she following that lead, not thinking for herself. Now, I'm not getting into that situation. I mean, I made a video on that. I wasn't saying that she shouldn't have. It was a bad situation. I'm going to just leave that alone. But think for yourself, because you keep listening to these people guide you down a path of destruction and you're wondering why you can't get out. They got you in this cycle of thinking that's going to keep you from being your best self. They got you in a cycle that's going to keep you from rising up. All the opportunities that you can take advantage of, you're not going to take advantage of it because somebody's telling you that you're not going to be able to do it, or that somebody's going to stop you. Nobody's white. Nobody white is telling you you can't do something. Nobody white is telling you you can't succeed. Nobody white is telling you somebody gonna hold you back, don't do it. You ain't gonna never hear that. But you're gonna hear black people tell you that all day long. They gonna come around and tell you why you can't do it, why you shouldn't try. And the same people that's telling you this, they rich. They rich. They millionaires living out amongst the same people they telling you is bad. But you saying they can't get out of the situation you in because your leader is keeping you there. The more they can feed that to you, the richer you're going to make them. They understand that about you. When they sit and eating in a 5-6-star restaurant, if there's a such thing, I don't even know. I know a 5-star is, I don't know about 6. But when they eating their filet mignon and eating their top class, and they got their chef cooking up their food 2 or 3 times a day while you down here fighting over some food stamps or fighting over crumbs because you listening to them. When you got all these opportunities right in front of your face, but your leaders are keeping you from making it. They make you think to do this is too white or you're not going to succeed. You know, I had people tell me, black people, oh man, don't join the military, man. That's the white man's army. That's all I had at the time. That was the best thing for me. And had I not done that, I don't know what would be. I mean, hindsight is 2020. I mean, I already know the outcome, but I'm saying I don't know where I would have went at if I didn't have that. But if I had listened to this person, we both at a temp agency. He had already been in, he got out. They tried to tell me not to do it. But he's sitting right here at the temp agency with me. How you gonna tell me what I shouldn't do when you sitting at the temp agency with me? And you was in, you got out. You had a guaranteed paycheck, you had a guaranteed college, you had all those guarantees right on your fingertips, and you didn't use them. Now you sitting here with me trying to tell me where I should go to try to keep me right here. No. I would have did what I had to do to handle business. Now I'm good. But I'm not just talking about the military. I'm talking about anything. That somebody black trying to tell you what not to do because some black leader told them why they shouldn't do it, or why this is too white, or why that's too white. See, that's what black leadership does. They create these ideas, and it's keeping you from being successful because you listening to them black leaders. Think for yourself. Sit down and think, does this make any sense? Like, does this really make sense? Am I gonna really stay at the bottom just because this black leader told me that I'm gonna be considered this if I do that? Or you see them getting on somebody else for it. Don't listen to that, man. Think for yourself. Think, do it make sense? Is this gonna better my future? Then you should go for it and do it. Get out of that mindset. Break away from that group mindset. Just like with these politicians. They play these games on you. I remember when I first started noticing it was back when Bill Clinton was running. That was a while ago, but back when Bill Clinton was running, and he played the saxophone, and black people went crazy. They said, "Oh, he just black. He got soul. He black." He became the first black president to a lot of black people. He was their leader. Man, that guy wasn't thinking about black people. Not saying he should, but come on, man. These games are being ran. And it's by the people who give them the ideas is people that look like you and me, who know the culture. And they know that we're going to fall for that crap. We the ones asking for leaders. I be seeing comments, people say, "Oh, we need a lead, we need some leadership, we need somebody to unite us." We don't need to be united. We need to be individuals doing good. If each individual person do their part, then just collectively it automatically works. We don't need to get together as one whole group and then start doing something. If each individual just did their part, we don't have to ever communicate. If everybody was just doing what they're supposed to do, then there wouldn't be no room for the other stuff. And stop grouping yourself up with people that's not doing well. If they don't want to do good, you separate yourself from them. You don't have to have no sympathy, empathy for them. You can't do nothing for them. They don't want to go where you're going. Stop letting people fool you and trick you into this whole idea. But it has to be a collective. I mean, it has to be individual efforts. Each individual has to do something. You're never going to be able to unify that many people together on one accord. Because we're humans and we don't typically work like that. But if each individual person did something, then it would be good. You don't need no leaders. You don't need leaders. If we had enough of them, it don't work. You need each individual person doing good stuff. Get out of the blackness. Stop with the blackness. Stop it. Just be a good person. Be a good individual. Stop being angry. Stop being mad. Stop hating people. Just be a good person all around, and your life will change. But I'm telling you, if you're going to keep looking for black leadership, if that's what you need, then you ain't going to get nowhere. Because they're not going to they can't lead you nowhere. They can't lead themselves, let alone try to lead you. Stop with all of that crap. Stop. Be an individual. Think for yourself. And realize that you do not need a black leader. You need to lead yourself and do good for yourself and your family. Stop trying to be this collective thing, because it's not going to happen. It ain't gonna happen. Y'all take care.